Now then guys, what's going on? This is Yorkie here and welcome back to another episode of this RB Leipzig career mode on the channel. And today, we've got a big one. We're going to be making our way into January. We're not going to do any business yet. I'm going to give you guys one more episode to decide what we should be doing with this team. But there's already been some unbelievable suggestions. And I feel like we're going to lose some players, right? We come into January here. I think we're going to lose some players, but we'll see what happens. So with the rulings, what we're going to try and do with the transfers is do it the Leipzig way. There may be one or two older players from German sides that are below us in the league. And to be honest with you, in kind of say there's a reputation below us in that. So I'm not talking about Dortmund. I'm not talking about Bayern Munich. But I'm talking about teams like Frankfurt, teams like that we might cherry pick some players from. And hopefully we don't get too many big bids for players like Olmo and Andre Silva, and we can keep them in the club. In this episode, we're going to take on PSG again, just because I think it's a fun game. It's not that often that we've come up against Mbappe, Messi, and Neymar, so we will take the opportunity to play that game. We're going to take on Gladbach as well as one of these other games. I'm leaning towards playing the Union Berlin game, just because I want to play in their stadium. But we'll look at where people are standing in the league, and we'll probably play the team that's doing the best out of the other three games besides the Gladbach and the PSG game. But before we could get into that, we've got a little bit of Ask Yorkie, a couple more questions for us to answer on the video. This one's quite an interesting one and something I definitely had no clue about, but Sarachi has been let go by RB Leipzig. I'm assuming it's due to his injury. He's actually got a major injury at the moment. He is currently without a club. We're not going to release him because it's going to cost me money to release him. If we could release him for free, I would do, but I don't like that it's going to cost us money. I'm going to place him on the transfer list. Now, I won't sell him in this episode, so if you guys say in the comments down below, no, Yorkie, what are you doing? You should release him. I will release him if that's what you guys think is best, but I feel like we should put him on the transfer list. I don't think we'll get that much money for him. I won't try and negotiate the highest amount of money possible. But I think maybe if we can get 4, 5, maybe 6 million for him, that'd be a bit of a Bobby bonus considering we don't have a great budget going into the window. Also, the next question was actually a really good one. But are you going to do an RTG in this FIFA cycle? And yeah, of course we are. That's actually going to be the next career mode after this RB Leipzig career. I haven't decided what level we're going to start in. To be honest with you, that will probably be voted for on the channel. So keep your eye out on community posts like we voted for RB Leipzig. I'll probably let you guys vote on what level that we start the road to glory at, and even potentially the team that we start off with. So if you guys have got ideas of a club in the lower leagues that you want me to manage, just hint about them. It might actually end up being one of the teams we choose to be in the vote, depending on what league or what level we're going to start at. So yeah, there is going to be a road to glory. It's something that I always plan to do. I think it's going to be a lot more difficult. It's going to push me a little bit more, and to be honest with you, I'm very excited about that. But unfortunately with FIFA, the bigger career modes slap at the start of career mode, but I definitely think we've hit a stage now where there's been more than enough bugs to scare people off, and just the hardcore few is still going to be left watching career mode content. So I think, yeah, the road to glory will be next after RB Leipzig, and that might not be that far away. But with that out of the way, if you are new around here, make sure to slap that subscribe button as well as hitting the like button if you enjoy the content. Now let's get into the first game of the episode. Union Berlin. I think we're going to sim it. I'm going to take a cheeky look at the league now, in which we do lead. It's going pretty smooth, boys. It's going pretty smooth at the moment. We do lead in the league, and basically it's going to be Augsburg, doesn't it? That was decided really quickly, so we'll play Augsburg, Gladbach, and PSG. Was to be expected, to be fair. Union Berlin 18th in the league at the moment. Szoboszlai and Poulsen came on. I massively rotated because why not? 18th in the league. When they scored early on, I thought, oh, this could be dangerous for us. We had no possession as per usual. But when we go through on goal, we bang the goals. Musa gets a brace again. The guy is in unreal form. Right, so I'm really hoping that we could take the form from that last game into this one. Now, you might be thinking, what's that squad, Yorkie? I've rotated. We're through. We're done and dusted. I still want to beat PSG, of course I do. I still want a good result here, but we've got to give these boys an opportunity from time to time in the big games, and this is a perfect one. I don't even want to talk about what PSG's right wing is. Right, look, lads, right? I made a video about me being hacked or whatever it is. I think we've been hacked. I have got a second account now. We are going to be able to play next gen. I am going to be playing on that, but this career mode doesn't transfer over to that. So I'm hoping there's been a decent title update that has improved some stuff. I'm hoping this is one of the things it's improved, because this is a madness. It's a shambles. But Busquets is playing right wing because of reasons that nobody has the answer to He's playing right wing today in this one. So I tell you what, playing against good lineups will probably make my life a little bit more difficult. We've talked about this career mode, this one in particular being relatively easy so far. Well, it's because of nonsense and tomfoolery like this that makes it a little bit easier for me. So we will be on the update. As soon as we get on the next career mode, I've lost 2 saves that we had coming up as well. I'm really annoyed, but at the same time happy that it's fixed. But we've lost 2 saves that we're going to be starting relatively soon. They're going to have to be restarted again. They're being pushed back now. Obviously, one of them was due to start either this week or the start of next week, which I think you guys would have loved. But it is, anyway, it is what it is. We're fixed now. That's it. But we will most likely still see some nonsense and some bugs in this. It's not going to be the new gameplay either. There's been some gameplay tweaks. I know the game's going to play a lot differently when we do move over. I've played a little bit of Ultimate Team on the new account. And the gameplay is a little bit different. The opposition seem to press you a little bit harder, which is cool, actually. I found it a little bit more difficult, so hopefully we'll be on that. But anyway, into this game against PSG, I would love a decent victory. I'd just love anything. This is kind of a freebie for us, and I don't mind a bit of a free... That's an interesting ball. Well, that was going in. It was a very interesting ball in. Decent start to the game. Let's see what PSG have got to offer. We'll notice as well in this episode that there is a huge absence to 2 random strangers stood on the pitch staring into the abyss. The story says that they're actually still on that pitch right now, but luckily that was in Belgium and not here. And Mbappe's got decent footwork and not bad at finishing. Wow, he's a problem. He did score past us the first time we played against him, to be fair, so this isn't really a shock. I just think Gladbach should do a little bit better there with saving it. He's kind of straight down the middle. He's got to save that, hasn't he? He's got to save it. Mbappe scoring. What a shock. Again, first time we played against him, he got the early goal, and we came back into the game. So I'm hoping a little bit of a sweat fest here from your boy Yorkie, and we'll be right back in the game. We had a decent early chance as well, but I just didn't take... Poor from Musa. I just didn't take it. I just need to lock down this defending a little bit. My defending has been probably what's helped me get to where I am in this career mode and not be getting absolutely battered week in, week out. Here we go. Kunku now. What can he do? Time this right. Oh, I have done. Silva picks it up. Silva back in the game. Silva back in the game. 1-1. We might be in for a pretty decent match here against PSG. They scored early. Our main man up top bagging a goal for us, though. I'm just worried about Mbappe. It's his footwork. Like, my brain can't process his footwork. And now that we're using the Vlahovic to score, is that for Man City? Did Man City sign Vlahovic? And I did not notice because they played Riyad Mahrez up top against me both times. Again, honestly, I'm really praying. Oh, this is good. Near post. Galaski's having a nightmare. He holds his head in his hands. To no surprise, he's having a nightmare in this game. Genuinely do think we find games a lot more difficult, though, if teams actually played their best squad. I feel like this is like a FIFA 19 bug that we seem to have in FIFA 22. This, again, you can't get beat there. You can't. I mean, you can't get beat at your near post. Goalkeepers are supposed to be better this year. You cannot get beaten at your near post there, Galaski. Absolutely shocking. They've had 2 shots at us. 2 shots. 2-1 down, and not a bad first half performance, but at the end of the day, the goalkeeping in that for us were atrocious, and he needs to do something a little bit better that second half. They've had 2 shots on goal, and they've scored both of them, and both of them should have been saved. Really heavy touch there. I took a really heavy touch there, and Kylian Mbappe has killed me. That's my fault. My touch with Tyler Adams was shocking, and Mbappe makes it 3-1, and every time they've gone through, they've scored, so I guess these sliders aren't too bad. The key is don't be out of position. And for that goal, we were miles out of position because I just sloppily given the ball away with my defensive midfielder. Get one back, though. We might be in the game. Angelino. That's lovely. Silva. Score it. Silva. Oh, my God. It's off the post. It is off the post. Kind of second guessing why I didn't start Mukiele. We've kind of missed him at the back today, I feel like. The 2 youngsters we've gone for, and baptism of fire, I guess, for him a little bit. We could have done with Mukiele back here, I feel. But then play it out wide. Plays it into Messi. Oh, my God. I don't know. I mean, what do you do about that? That's a screamer. Nothing I can do about that one. We hit the post. Nearly to get back into the game. And then next thing you know, they score. My defending's not been very good in this one, though. I'll be honest. That needs to be better if we're gonna do well this year. And where's my runners? Kunku in the end is making the run. He will go clean through, will he? Kunku! Oh, this is an interesting first game of the episode, isn't it? That was a bit of a banger for Nkunku. Well, there's been some decent goals in this one, and I think that might be the pick of the lot. Crazily, I'm going to bring him off. I want him to be fit for the next set of league games. This one's done and dusted. We're through. We knew we were through anyway. PSG are through with this result as well. They needed to get the result today. So I don't really mind. I do mind. I didn't want to lose too badly, but the fact that we're kind of in the game, we don't have our strongest back line out there as well, so that's something to think. Oh, that's frustrating. That's something to think about. Don't have our strongest back line out against, PSG. So at the end of the day, you can't complain too much, but I might have to assess the sliders because every time they've come forward, they've scored. Tell you what, Mbappe has just run moves so ragged today. I haven't had any answer for him whatsoever, and I think if Mukiele was on the pitch, I would have had an answer for him, but Mukiele isn't on the pitch. That's ridiculous. Thank God we save it. Galaski saves a shot, lads. First shot saved of the game in the 87th minute. We're still not blowing the whistle, so we're going to have this corner. I'll whip it in. It's dangerous! Vardiol for his first goal, I think, for the club. Well, at least under me, his first goal at the club. And what, 5-3? The first game of the episode's a 5-3. I hope it calms down a little bit with us just winning. What's happened to the 1-0s? Maybe the title update has happened on this. This is a mad game, this, but I'm glad it happened because, I mean, you want enjoyable matches, don't you? Cock with a great ball in, and again, we're pretty good at corners at the moment. We'll go to full-time whistle. PSG win this one. They'll go through to the next round with us, and I'm kind of okay with that. They were so hard to play against. Mbappe, we need to, if we get them in the knockout stages, I need to be thinking about who I can have on that right-hand side to deal with Mbappe, because he just gave me an absolute torrid time. And then Luis Alberto, the more forward of the centre mids, was just always in the perfect position in the box, but I'm not too frustrated about it. 2-goal gap against a really good PSG. My problem is the amount of chances they had to goals scored. And this is the problem we had in the past with the sliders, was literally every single shot that the AI has is a banger, goes into the back of the net. We'll allow it with PSG, but we will monitor it. And City won as well. They beat Club Brugge 4-2. But I'm positive they're out. Yeah, they do go out by 2 points. Manchester City will be playing in the Europa League because of their 2 defeats to us. And they nearly drew both times, so they'll be absolutely gutted with that. But we finished top of the group. Not that it really matters in FIFA. We'll still get a ridiculously tough draw, but pretty chuffed with that. I'm pretty chuffed with where we finished. Right, so we're already getting some offers for Sriracha, but like I said, I ain't going to sell him yet. I'll let you guys have your say whether you think we should actually release him or not, or, reap the rewards of selling him for, looks like, probably around 10 million. Right, so let's just dust ourselves off, and we go again. Gladbach this time. We want to bring the goals with us. Of course we do. But we don't want to concede what we did. Galaski, I need a good game from you today. You're 86 rated overall, mate. I need a good game from you. Klosterman, Mukiele's back in the team. This is nowhere near as good as a squad, but you never know. They've got Dries Mertens as well, which is an interesting one. The lineup looks okay. Pretty sure Lars Stindl, though, does not play at camp, but we'll see. They're matching us like for like in terms of formation. It could cause me a few issues. You never know. This is quite a common formation I've seen used in Germany and Italy. I would like some more dynamic formations in FIFA. But we're going to make a video over time of what I think we need in FIFA career mode and stuff that they've done wrong. You will make videos and all that stuff. But let's just enjoy the rain. Let's enjoy the rain. Lovely rain. And this cup of coffee that's powering us through all the YouTube content, to be honest with you. Oh, there we go. Gladbach kick it off. Alisson Plie. Decent player is Plie. He's been a target of a few teams in England. There's been a couple of times I thought he was actually going to come to England. Arsenal probably being one of the major ones. I think I've signed him in the past in saves. I've enjoyed using him as well. He's quite quick, decent on the ball. See what he can do today. And again, we hit teams on the counter. That's what we do. But we defend well. And that's what I need to see from us today. Now, I've gone with Vardiol again. I mean, you can't have that good of a performance and then not play, can you? Oh, that's poor. That's poor. You can't miss those tackles. Elianusi, Welling and Kunku. Yeah, he played so well. Got the goal. I couldn't not start him, to be honest with you. I mean, we've got a runner there, but it's not the right one. This has not worked out for me at all, has it? Mukiele. Pump that one forward. Oh, that's lovely. Gonna be Adams, is it? Yeah, it's Adams. Adams. That's what Adams does. Adams goes in and he does that from time to time. I mean, you just don't get many complaints from me. One, I didn't expect him to get the football. Two, his finishing has been horrendous all season long, and then he sticks that one away. You tell me. You tell me. But I'm happy with that. You can tell. Look at that. Joyful. That's a joyful clap. First goal of the season for Adams. And do you know what? He's been solid considering Campbell's continuous injuries. Haidara picked up an injury as well. Centre of the park were really weak. This window's looking more and more likely to be a very, very busy window for us. So expect the next episode to be a longer one. Maybe even a 2-game episode with the amount of work I think we're going to have to do. Because at the end of the day, we need more in the centre of the park because of the injuries we've got. And then we got no wingers. We've got Musa and Nkunku playing on the left. And now because of the Sirachi situation, we've got... I mean, there's no one. There is no one for the left apart from Angelino. And that is it. So that's made life a little bit more difficult for me. But Gladbach already feel like a side that don't have the same wealth of talent as that PSG squad. And although I'm finding it a little bit difficult, that was a great save from Golaski. I'm finding it a touch difficult. It's a lot easier to deal with than that PSG side. That's a good save from Golaski. Actually, nearly goes under him. It wasn't a good save. He nearly made a mistake there. Nearly actually went under him. He's been a bit questionable, hasn't he, in this episode? Collect that. That's better. Yeah, a little bit questionable for Golaski in this app. Nearly made a mistake. I feel like we forced him into one there. Oh, that's lovely. Angelino! Oh, what a save from Jan Sommer. I forgot he was in net for Gladbach. Unreal goalkeeper. I maybe could have taken my time. I took the touch and just whacked it first time. Pretty decent play from him, actually. Herman. Back out. Back out again. Benez, this is good play, actually. This is really good play. Ah, pull my man away. Again, I need to get my switching just down a little bit, but Alisson Plier's had a couple of opportunities now. We need to be careful. I actually opened the gap up for him. I pulled the defender out of the way and opened the gap up for him. So, I mean, obviously, that wasn't meant to be. Some of the headed clearances as well are just absolute trash at the moment. Angelino. Danny Olmo. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Nkunku. Nkunku. I'm going to sweat it. Straight across Forsberg. Yes, there we go. There we go. 2-0, and we need it. I don't know why I'm doing the Dybala, but we don't care. It's 2-0 just before half-time as well. So we're going at the half, 2-0 to the good. I had to sweat it in that situation. I didn't think Nkunku could finish that. It's been a really close first half. You've seen it. Alisson Plier, 2 really big opportunities to give Gladbach goals in this game. Didn't manage to achieve it, and we actually have a 2-goal lead. We've got to be cautious, though. They've dominated possession, as you'd expect, and they have looked dangerous with that possession as well. Do spot that I've got movement. Danny Olmo, not that on. Nkunku this time from that angle, and Jan Sommer will hold it. I was right to sweat it last time because I knew he's not got that ability. He's unbelievable out there, by the way, and he's playing right cam today, but he's just not got that ability from that angle to finish. Some players have it. He's not one of them. Oh, no, this could be dangerous. Mertens. Just don't let them get it in. Alisson Plier, he's had the opportunities. Herman. Herman's the German. No. What a save, Golaski. What a save. He was off balance all day long, though, wasn't he? So Moose is actually going to come on the left because we don't have anyone to play the left at the moment. So Musa will play on the left. They're making a substitution as well. Who did they bring on? I didn't actually see who they brought on when that header. Oh, that was Paul from Silva. Paul from Silva. I got to blame Silva there. Stindl scores the goal. I still don't know who they brought on. Does it bloody matter now? No, it doesn't. They're right back in the game. We're a bit tired out there when that header. Oh, well in Klosterman. We've got the height. Oh, what are you doing there, Lema? You've got to win that. This is dangerous. What a save from Golaski. He's making up for the last game. Konku's knackered. He's coming off. Neuhaus is coming off for them. Did not see who's coming on. 5 shots for Alisson Plier today. He's been a nightmare for me. Well in Andre Silva. Been used more of a defender in this match as Andre Silva. Well, they're actually bringing off Plier. And I believe that's Mbolo. And I think both of them should have started. But yeah, I believe that's Mbolo. And if that is Mbolo, he's a danger. We know that much. Andre Silva. Oh my God, that's 2-footed, ref. That is so 2-footed. He's got to be... Oh, thank you. I was going to say, Elvedi's off the pitch. He's actually someone we've looked at. But Elvedi's off the pitch. 82nd minute, and that might just give us the result. At 2-1, that is the worst outcome for Gladbach. But this is so 2-footed. Ridiculous. That's going to open up for me, innit? Yeah, I knew it was going to open up. Silva. There we go. Game over. That's because of the red. That big gap right there is where Elvedi would have been. And because they've made all their subs before the red card, they won't plug that gap. That gap will stay there now. If they get to make a sub, it's a different story, but they don't. That gap stays there, and we seal off a victory that hasn't been an easy one. This has been a tough fixture, tough game. Andre Silva bags himself another goal. He's always going to be calm and cool in that position. Never have a worry. We ended up playing 5 minutes of added on time there at the end, instead of the 1. Referee's having a blinder, but it was definitely a red card, to be fair, so the referee hasn't done too badly. That's a really good victory, because I didn't think we were going to get it. We'll look at the shots here. They were better than me, and I'm man enough to accept that, and most teams are going to be better than us when it comes to the shots. We're just more clinical, and that is the whole point of the tactic, if we're being honest. They had 11 shots to our 5 and 60% possession. That's how close that was. That was squeaky bum time. Especially at 2-1, if they don't get... I genuinely think that's a draw if they don't get that red card. Elvedi should take a good hard look in the mirror, because I think that's a draw if they don't have the red card. Now, I'm still scouting players, so I'm going to keep adding players to this transfer list. But we'll take a cheeky look at what we've got at the moment. Now, it is a lot of youth, of course, but we do have to bear in mind that we want to be semi-successful. We don't want to be taking too long to be successful. Obviously, the club is already in a decent state, but once we get ransacked a little bit, it's not going to be in the same state, so we need to bear that in mind. Right and left wing is major issue, and one centre mid would be really good. That would be fantastic. But left and right mid, instant issues that we need to sort out. Now, I believe they've signed this lad in real life. I had a look on the transfer market thing online, and I think they actually signed him in real life, or we're very close to signing him. So I think we will sign him just purely on that basis. He's a young cam. I know he's really good in Football Manager. I don't know how good he'll be for us in this. But I think we will pick him up, though, just purely because of the deal done in real life. And then, you know, the rest of it is pretty much straightforward. I really do want Patson Daka, but can we justify signing him again? It would probably be the last chance we get to use him. Lucas Mecha as well, I'm really high on. And he could play in a cam position, so it does cover striker and cam for us. I think the same goes for Mando Borja. I think he can play both positions as well, and he's strong and physical. Here we go then, lads. Final played game of the episode is not going to be in the snow. I don't think the snow's been fixed, and I'm not starting a game and changing it again. Unfortunately, when we played in the snow in the past, it's not like past years. It's actually really good, but at the same time, you cannot see a thing. So I think for the purpose of viewing, we're not going to play in the snow. We're not going to play. We'll play in the rain. No, we'll play overcast. I do want to play in the snow. I genuinely do, but it doesn't give you an orange ball either. If FIFA or EA nail snow, cannot wait to play in it, but unfortunately it's not right now. I don't know if that's the Mitrovic as well. We'll check when we get in here. Decent team, need elector, decent forward. Vargas as well, quick, could be difficult for us to deal with. And Andre Hahn, an OG, but a beast. That's our starting 11. We're going with Poulsen today. I feel like that height and physicality over Forsberg will do us a decent job there, and Moose is going to get the game instead of Nkunku, because again, we've got another game coming very quickly, which will be a simd, and I want Nkunku to start that one. Oh, we got the bus. We haven't had the bus in a little while. I do like a cheeky bus where the lads are in the suits, ready for action. Where are we? All right, I see how it is. That's a bit biased, isn't it? It's a bit biased just because they're at home. We might win the league in Season 1. Now, unfortunately, a lot of that is down to how Bayern Munich simulation's been handled. Their season's been, there's nothing I can do about that as well, guys. I'm sorry, but their season's been shocking. Like, legitimately. I think they've lost 4 games already. Like, that's just, come on, it's Bayern Munich. We're talking about Bayern Munich. Oh, this is dangerous, though. It really does. It's really dangerous. Vargas is a problem for me today. We should be all right, though, with Mukiele against him. Oh, this could be good. Dani Olmo, that's a good ball. Silva is a good touch as well. Actually, Andre Silva, that is brilliant from Silva. Surely 1-0. Oh, that's fantastic. That man is fantastic. 1-0 RB Leipzig. But yeah, the simulation for the Bayern Munich team's just been absolutely off. It's irritated me, to be honest with you. I don't understand why they've simmed so badly. Dortmund sim's been awful as well, but I really don't understand why Bayern Munich's has just been so bad. But this is a great goal. Again, they put all the pressure on early doors. We get a breakaway. Andre Silva showing his strength as well in that one. Vargas. Oh, I've slid in there where I just didn't need to. That's a good ball back behind. If he's not offside, this could be dangerous. Good ball in. Need a lecture up against Vardiol, and we get it away. That is the Mitrovic as well, as he just manhandled Angelino a second ago. That's good to see. They're playing him out of position, though, and Andre Hahn... The out of position stuff is really starting to irritate me, if I'm being honest. I'm praying it is just... I don't know. It's a major title update. So, again, when we move on to the other career mode, I'm just praying that's fixed. This is dangerous. I don't like this. Andre Hahn will have the ball stripped away from him. Yeah, I'm just praying that it is fixed on the... Oh, it's awful. Although we've still got it. Andre Silva now. Poulsen. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Dani Olmo. Pull it back. Pull it. Red card. Red card, ref. I don't shout for red cards too often. Red card. I knew it. Last man back. Oxford's been sent off. There we go. It's going to be a free kick in a good position, but they will be able to make a sub now at least. They'll do that instantly just to sheer up the back. Second red card of the episode. Is it a decent position for Angelino? Left-footed. I think so. Yeah, that's who we're going to go with. Let's see what happens here. This probably won't be a goal, but you never know, lads. We're going to give it our best shot. Let's see if we can score it. I've readied it, so that might have gone in if I'd have hit it green. But red card should change this game, but I mean... We're not usually used to being in control of matches, if I'm being honest with you. And I don't want to get a little bit lackadaisical here. We are going to be probably possession heavy now. Mitro. What can he do? Strong, physical, dangerous player. Top goal scorer in the championship right now, actually, I think. So, he's not bad, is he? Do you know what I mean? But... being played out of position, as per usual. Yeah, again, I've said it a few times now, haven't I? I don't want to beat on about it, but it is frustrating when you're doing these daily and there's stuff like that happens. I'm just hoping when we are on the update that some of those bugs are alleviated. It's a pretty big update. It's a pretty big title update, and apparently there's another one coming very soon. I know there's a load of cool new faces, which is a little bit annoying because Dele Alli's finally got a better face, but... we're not using him. This is great room for Adams. Oh, that would have been a banger. Didn't have a bad first half, but I would like to get a second there. They're a man down. I just want to tie the game up so that maybe even I could bring, say, Dani Olmo off and stuff and Andre Silva just to relax more than anything. Oh, that's a beautiful ball. Poulsen. Oh, my God. Drags it wide. That had gone in. That would have been perfect. Andre Silva would have been off the pitch before you knew it. So many bodies over. Go on then, Poulsen. I'm going to go over the top again. That's better. There we go. Ha ha ha. Lovely stuff. Diving header from the man. Absolutely fantastic. He's been great as well. He's another one of the reasons, as well as Brian Brobby, who we haven't seen in this episode, but you did see the last one. He was a beast in that one. He's another reason why I am not as stressed about losing Andre Silva. We will get the subs made. We're going to bring on Brobby. It's going to be Dani Olmo and Silva coming off. I mean, it just makes sense at this. Yeah, a bit of a cheeky tackle I just put in there. Just makes sense at this stage. Get the youngsters on, get them some game time. Cook is now 69 rated, so he's improving well. Brobby's 75, so after one season, both of those are looking pretty tasty, to be honest with you. And I'm just super impressed with how good Cook is and his height as well. I mean, he's really good. He's smooth. He's slick on the ball, as you saw there. Good ball roll, good movement, good weight and balance. Really good player and really good that I'm not going to get to see him out to his full potential. Oh, we haven't dealt with this well whatsoever. But yeah, back-to-back red cards is a little bit frustrating. I don't mind the odd one. Mitro, what can he do? Stop him getting off the shot. I want to keep the clean sheet for Golaski after he conceded 5 against PSG. I want the clean sheet in this one. Are we going to get it? This could go on forever, and Golaski will save it. They're going to be given the corner, though. The cheeky 5 minutes from the 1. We should win this, and I tried to clear it, and we nearly conceded. Don't tell me they've given another... Okay, it's another corner. 96 minutes in. They've got the corner. Oh, he's put it wide. Is that... Do we blow now, ref? We do blow now. That's the final whistle. We have won this one 2-0. Not that you can tell from the scoreboard because bugged out. There's not many bugs in this game, though. But a great result. Really good performance from the guys. Again, the red card seemed to impact the game massively. I will say after this episode, I'm really happy with where the difficulty is and the sliders are. Both those games felt competitive. They changed a bit. They changed quite a lot, actually, once the red card happened, but they felt competitive and the opposition was having chances. And you can see there, they still dominated possession and they still had 5 shots. So we're actually seeing good competitive games at the moment. That's probably when we should win. Again, red cards are a bit annoying. I mean, that PSG game showed us anything. When we do play against the top sides, we might get battered. Now, I was going to sim the Biofield game, but I kind of want to give myself as much time as possible to scout players. So we will sim that at the start of the next episode because I'm assuming you guys, who have been unbelievable with suggestions, are going to give some suggestions. And this is going up Friday, so now there won't be another episode of this until Monday. So I will have the weekend for you guys to get suggestions in. I probably won't record this until Sunday, so you guys will have more than enough opportunity to get feedback in on players that you think we should go for. Again, we need right mid, we need left mid, we need centre mids. We might need a striker. I don't know who we end up still keeping at this team, because I've said it all along. If big bids come in for some of those players, RB Leipzig would let them go. And in reality, this is potentially something that's going to happen in real life. We will do the same. We will let some of the bigger players go if the correct bids come in. I'm not going to let all of them go, but we'll probably maybe limit it to two. Two big players can leave if two big bids come in, and that will definitely change how the team looks going into the second half of the season. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. I appreciate the support as per usual. Thank you all for watching. Take it easy. If you're new around there and you haven't already, slap that subscribe button. I would massively appreciate that. Hit the thumbs up button as well, and leave comments, because it helps the video get seen by more people, and the more we grow, the more we can do this. Right, take it easy. See you in the next one.